Today we'll be talking about Hordes of Chaos by Kreator. The album was released on January 13, 2009. It is celebrating 15 years. In my opinion, I feel this is one of their last great albums and the best of the past 25 years. The album is considered to be one of the most organic albums to date. They recorded it using analog equipment with very few overdubs. There were a few exceptions to this, of course, such as the vocals and solos, but for the most part, the album has a very natural production value. Let's talk about the album structure. The album has 10 tracks. It's about 38 minutes long. There's one short instrumental called Corpses of Liberty, and then the album feels very consistent. All these songs are thrash metal songs. There's not much difference in style from the first half of the album to the second half. There's a common theme on the album with many songs talking about the horrors of war. A lot of these in different circumstances. Most of the songs on the album have thrash metal elements such as fast-paced drum beats, aggressive guitar riffs, and melodic solos. I felt that on this album they brought in a traditional heavy metal influence. For example, I heard a lot of Iron Maiden in some of the lead guitar work. Songs are never boring. Every song has changes in the pacing and style, and they all retain the core thrash metal sound. Let's talk about the lineup. On vocals is Mille Petrozza. He also plays rhythm guitar. He has a very intense vocal style that has not changed much over the course of the Kreator discography. There were a few instances where his vocals are more subdued and closer to clean singing, but most of the time he was conveying the aggression and sense of despair what the lyrics called for. As far as work as a rhythm guitarist, the style is very consistent and works well with the melodic lead guitar work, which I will talk about next. So on lead guitar is Sami Yli-Sirniö. He has a very melodic style that pairs well with the aggressive tones in the album. As I mentioned before, I feel his playing brings in influences from traditional heavy metal bands such as the aforementioned Iron Maiden, as well as some Black Sabbath in a few places. On bass is Christian Geisler. His bass playing complements the rhythm guitar very well in the album, creates a fuller sound. My only complaint is that he sometimes gets lost in the mix. There were only a few songs where I could hear the bass line very well, but with that being said, he still contributed to the album very well. And on drums is Ventur. He's been with the band since the beginning, not counting a few years he took off in the mid-90s. He's a powerhouse of a drummer. He could do fast-paced thrash metal style in different styles, and he does that marching band style drums on a few of the songs, like in the clip I just played. Let's talk about some of the common themes on the album. A lot of songs talk about war in the lyrics. A few examples are Hordes of Chaos, War Course, and Escalation. Pretty much all the songs have a classic thrash metal elements and the drums, the guitars, and all that. Some songs bring in that late 80s sound, and we got the title track and Destroy What Destroys You. Most of the songs have changes in their pacing. Lots of different styles and influences from other genres. Let's talk about some of the things I thought could have been done differently on the album. A lot of lyrics talk about war and violence, so it's somewhat of a concept, but they could have added a little more variety in the lyrics. The album sticks to the thrash metal formula. I know a lot of fans like it when bands go hard from start to finish, but for me, I like it when bands throw a curveball in there every now and then. For example, maybe some acoustic guitars in some sections. Same for Mille's vocals. I think he could have added some softer parts as well, but that's just my personal preference. Now for my favorite songs on the album, I'm just going to pick 4 songs just to keep this video a little shorter than usual. But these are the songs I would add to a playlist. So my favorite song is the opening track called Hordes of Chaos. So here's a clip of that. This is the title track, the most played song on the album according to YouTube Music. I enjoy the song. I like that there are isolated guitar parts and they have an old school thrash metal sound. I really like the breakdown that comes right in the middle of the song. The song is about the horrors of war. There are blazing solos and melodic parts and more traditional heavy metal, even some catchy parts. Then next on the album, I chose the song called Amok Run. So here's a clip of that. Starts with clean guitars, softer singing in a more baritone style. Song starts slow, but it picks up the pace as it moves along. I felt there was more of a traditional heavy metal style. I keep saying Iron Maiden, but I hear that influence here. And then after 2 minutes, it becomes more of a heavy thrash song like the rest of it. The chorus is simple, it makes it memorable. The song takes another turn at the 3-minute mark. It goes into a melodic heavy metal style. The next one is a thrasher. Destroy What Destroys You. It's just old school thrash metal. This one reminds me of a lot of stuff from the late 80s. It moves out of like a respectable pace. They're not moving at breakneck speed. The guitar riffs are on point. There's a breakdown at about 2 minutes with some chunky palm muted guitar riffs that really stand out in the song. The last one I picked was a little different. It's called To the Afterborn. So here's a clip of that. This one starts slow and heavy. You hear influence from other classic bands, lots of melodic riffs, and then the second guitar riff is really great. It gets really melodic. Lyrics are heavy, but then the chorus kicks in. You hear more of a cleaner singing style. Then about like 3.5 minutes in the song goes into double time and just full out thrash metal. And there you have it. That's my breakdown of Hordes of Chaos, a true gem in celebrating 15 years of relentless thrash metal. What are your thoughts on this iconic album? Do you agree with my favorite picks? Do you have any other standout tracks? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Love to hear your take. So if you like this, check out this video right here. I did a review of the latest Kreator video and the latest Kreator album. That's what I'm trying to say. I did this with Chill Dude on the Couch. It was a collaboration review, and it's right there. So please ring the notification bell, stay updated on future uploads, and like this video and all that, and I'll see you in the next one.